Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. 20 of the most expensive games for the Sega Mega Drive. As you can see behind me here, I have a pretty decent Mega Drive collection now, spanning about 280 titles. It is the main console I collect for, so I've been wanting to do this video for a little while. So first released in Japan in 1988 and in Europe in 1990. The lifespan of the Mega Drive was 88 all the way to 97. They sold 30.7 million consoles, and two of the most popular games, the best-selling titles on the console, are Sonic, as it was built in with, bundled up with loads of consoles, and Sonic 2 as well, which was also built in or bundled with some of the consoles. So they're two of the most popular or most famous games from the console. I did have one myself. It was the second console I had. I had the Mega Drive 2. Some of my favourite games from the console. You've got Micro Machines 2 Turbo Edition. You've got Road Rash 2. I've got all three of them. You've got Twin Hawk. This is quite new for me. Really love playing this at the moment. Twin Hawk. And you've got Dynamite Eddie. You've also got great, fantastic platform games like The Lion King and Aladdin. So we'll fire right in then to 20 of the most expensive games for the Mega Drive. So most of these are, well, all of these are boxed. Some have the manuals, some don't. Some of them were quite hard to price because they don't come up. As we get later down the list, they're quite hard to find. I used a thing called Terror Peak that looks back at everything that's sold on eBay for the last year, and it was still really difficult to find them. So let's fire through them then. So number 20 is Streets of Rage 3. Streets of Rage 3, the third entry in this famous Streets of Rage franchise. Expect to pay anything from £85 to £120, depending on the condition. That's Streets of Rage 3 on the Mega Drive. Number 19, I actually have a copy of, and it is Shining Force 2. They brought a few Shining Force games out, but Shining Force 2, expect to pay anywhere between £90 and £120. Again, depending if it's with its manual and stuff. I think I paid a maybe lower end of that, maybe 70, 80. I think I picked this up for, but they're selling for about £90 to £120 now. Next up is Mutant League Hockey. So they brought out two Mutant League games for the console. There's Mutant League Football, which is a £20, £30 game, and Mutant League Hockey. Expect to pay around about £100 for this game. It's easy enough to pick up once you're looking for it specifically. It's not one you see every day, but there are copies of it out there. Next up, number 17 is Demolition Man. Again, towards the end of the Mega Drive's lifespan, you'll notice that the later games had these blue spines in them. So Demolition Man, expect to pay about £100 to £140 for a copy of this. Again, depending with manual and condition. Next up is number 16, The Adventures of Batman and Robin. And again, another blue spine title game. Expect to look anywhere from £100 to £150 for this game. Next up is Maximum Carnage. So you'll notice this game with the red cartridge that came with it. Expect to pay anywhere between £130 and £180 for this game. Number 14 is also another game that I own. It's Pro Protector, again, towards the end of the lifespan of the Mega Drive. This was predominantly released on the Super Nintendo, but we did get a port over the Mega Drive. And it's Pro Protector, and expect to pay anything between £100 to £150 for Pro Protector. Next up is a game I've been after for a little while. Sadly, I don't own it. It is Time Killers. Again, a blue spine game. Expect to pay anywhere from £140 to £170 for Time Killers. Next up, another blue. You'll notice there's a lot of blue spine games in this collection. Mega Turrican. This game is another port from, I believe, the Super Nintendo. We've got a few releases of this as well. Expect to pay anywhere between £140 and £180 for this fantastic game. And to round off this section, we have Saturday Night Slam Masters. Expect to pay again another blue title, and expect to pay anywhere between £150 and £200. So now let's see what made my top 10 of 20 of the most expensive Mega Drive games. And first up at number 10, we have SpiderMan, the animated series. Expect to pay anywhere from £150 to £200 for this game. And number 9 is an Australian exclusive, and this is Echo Junior. So there was 2 other Echo games released, but this is the third one. It was a Japanese, an Australian exclusive. Expect to pay anywhere between £180 and £230, again, depending on whether it's manual or not, and it's quite a lot harder to find being an Australian exclusive. Number 8 is Separation Anxiety, Venom Spider-Man type game. Spider-Man does appear in these lists quite often, which is pretty cool. There are quite a few Spider-Man games. Some of them are more common. I've got the original Spider-Man one. But it's a Separation Anxiety with Venom in the game. Expect to pay anywhere between £200 and £300 for this game. And my number 7, again, another Blue Spine game. This is Alien Soldier. Again, I've been close to picking this up a couple of times, but unfortunately the price is just a little bit too high for me. Anywhere between £200 and £300 for this. And number 6, another Australian exclusive. This is Days Before Christmas. Very, very difficult game to find. I mean, I think there's maybe 2 have sold in the last year on eBay. They're just not about. They're really hard to find. I priced this about $250 to $350. But if you're trying to find a collector that's going to part with his copy of it, it could cost you a lot more. Days Before Christmas. Next up, number 5 is Pirates of Dark Water. Another difficult game to find. A lot of these games in the last section are not only just expensive, they're really difficult to find as well. Pirates of Dark Water, anything from $200 to $350. Round about that is what you expect to pay. Again, a lot of these games have gone a lot higher. £500-600. It just depends on who's bidding on it, what the price is, but that's what the price I put it, $200 to $350. Number 4, another game that I've been very close to purchasing and it's just been a little bit out of my reach, is The Punisher. Anything between $250 to $400, depending on condition again. As you'll know, with collecting vintage video games, everything is down to condition, so prices can fluctuate quite high. So I've gone basic box to complete mint condition. So Punisher, $250 to £400. My number 3, so the top 3 are all very similar prices. So this is Mega Man, The Wily Wars. Obviously a popular Nintendo franchise. I believe I have one of them on the Super Nintendo. Yep, I have X on the Super Nintendo. Again, this is the only release that they brought out on the Sega. Expect this can cost you anywhere between £500 and £700. Again, I've seen it go higher. It very rarely comes up, but this is Mega Man, The Wily Wars. Number 2 is The Death and Return of Superman. Again, Blue Spine title. Very, very hard to find. I value this again around £500 to £700. I have seen them go higher, but that's kind of the price I put on it, £500 to £700. And my number 1 is Fatal Fury 2, Australian exclusive again, so a little bit more difficult to find than the others, I suppose, being an Australian exclusive, but again, expect to pay anywhere between £500 to £700. So what did you think of the 20 of the most expensive Mega Drive titles? There are a couple I've missed out, but these are the 20 that I've picked up. I'm happy to have 2 of the games from my top 20 in my collection. Again, both there. I think that's got manual, that hasn't. I was lucky enough I didn't pay the prices before, so super happy to have them. I've got a lot more to go though. I've got another 18 to tick off my list. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you like this kind of content, drop a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time for another top 10 or top 20 most expensive game videos. I'll see you next time.